This is Spot. He kept having accidents in the house, so I recommended two fabulous books. My book and this book. You see, the curing of Spot was simple, but for the damage he'd already done, I turned to the Yellow Pages and found a great carpet cleaning firm who didn't even growl about coming on Sunday. So next time you've got a problem, do what I do. Turn to the Yellow Pages, your second best friend.
The Mountain Bell Yellow Pages, published by U.S. West Direct.
Hey, I was into fitness before fitness was even in. When it comes to fixing up your body, I wrote the book. And when it comes to fixing anything else, they did. See, I may be an expert in the health club, but when the plumbing in my house gets sick, I'm pretty feeble. So I just pull out the Yellow Pages. In no time at all, I can find a specialist to work out the kinks. Next time you've got a heavy problem, just use the Yellow Pages. It's exercising good sense.
The Mountain Bell Yellow Pages, published by U.S. West Direct.
Sure, I've traveled in space, even wrote a book about it. But when I really want to get away from it all, I count on this book. I know my way around up there, but when it came to traveling down here, I was lost. So I turned to the Yellow Pages. I found a travel agent who gave me all the guidance I needed. Take it from a guy who's been around. No matter what you need in this world, count on the Yellow Pages. It's got the right stuff.
The Mountain Bell Yellow Pages, published by U.S. West Direct.
When it comes to choosing the right college, I'm pretty smart. It's all here in my book. But when I needed a computer, I was the one who needed an education. So I did a little research in this book. I found a computer store that had a great selection, and they helped me make the right choice. Next time you need some help, don't major in confusion. Turn to the Yellow Pages. It's in a class by itself.
The Mountain Bell Yellow Pages, published by U.S. West Direct.
In the West, when you had something of value, you put your brand on it. It was more than a sign of ownership. It was a symbol of pride. At U.S. West Direct, we still believe in that tradition. We publish the West's complete Yellow Pages, and we're proud of it. So 35 million times a year, we lay down our brand on the West's best directory. It's part of our heritage. U.S. West Direct, publisher of the West's best Yellow Pages. In 1883, the first Yellow Pages appeared in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Looks like we got every store in town.
Every one.
And though we were the only directory in town, we worked to be the best we could be. At U.S. West Direct, we still believe in that tradition. We publish the West's complete Yellow Pages, and we work to stay the best.
You have all those video stores?
Every one.
It's part of our heritage. U.S. West Direct, publisher of the West's best Yellow Pages. A 100 years ago, our Yellow Pages started helping business in the West.
I think this ad should work just fine.
And though it was about the only way to advertise in Cheyenne, we worked to be the best.
Thanks, Will.
At U.S. West Direct, we still believe in that tradition. We publish the West's best Yellow Pages to help nearly 1 million businesses every year.
I think you'll be pleased with what we've done.
Thanks, Judy.
You're welcome.
U.S. West Direct, publisher of the West's best Yellow Pages. A 100 years ago, our Yellow Pages started helping people in the West.
My cattle are stranded. I've got to get some feed up there.
And though we were the only Yellow Pages in town, we worked to be the best we could be.
Thanks, boys.
At U.S. West Direct, we still believe in that tradition.
I have to get some feed to my cattle today.
We publish the West's complete Yellow Pages to help more people find what they're looking for. U.S. West Direct, publisher of the West's best Yellow Pages.
I must own a half-dozen pair of boots, but these are the ones I use. You can tell by looking at them. Just like even though I've got other Yellow Pages around the house, this is the one at the top of the pile. U.S. West Direct. It stays on top because I can find everything I need right here. U.S. West Direct is the one I use. You can tell by looking at it.
U.S. West Direct, the one that gets used.
Suppose I ought to send this old thing out and get it reupholstered. But I won't give up my comfort for even one day. Just like I won't give up my U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages. It looks like this because I use it. It's the only place I find exactly what I want. These U.S. West Direct folks have been around a long time. I use their book because it's the only one I feel comfortable with.
U.S. West Direct, the one that gets used.
That's my hat. Wear it just about every day. Doesn't look too pretty, but it suits me. This is my Yellow Pages, U.S. West Direct. Use it just about every day. I've learned from experience it has more information than any other book in these parts. Now, with all that wear, doesn't look too pretty, but it suits me.
U.S. West Direct, the one that gets used.
I've got newer jeans in my closet, but these are the ones I wear. They're worn, faded, kind of ratty around the edges. Sort of like my U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages. This is the one I keep on my phone, because I always find lots more information on whatever I'm looking for. Maybe that's why it's got that lived-in look. Just like my jeans.
U.S. West Direct, the one that gets used.
I think of this briefcase as a business partner. It's seen a few miles, but I don't make a move without it. My Yellow Pages, yeah, they're a partner too. U.S. West Direct. No matter what I'm after, it seems I find it right here. Suppliers, zip codes, maps, all the information I need to make things happen. It's seen a few miles, but it's one partner I couldn't do without.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
This typewriter and I have been through a lot of deadlines together. Kind of shows, too. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's kind of like my Yellow Pages, U.S. West Direct. I've got some other directories around here, but none of them have as much information as this book right here. You can tell by my doodling. It's the one that I use. I couldn't write a better book myself.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
This book gets used. It is the one that we use. Used, sometimes abused, but still the one that we use. Used, the one we use.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
That's why it's still the one.
Hold me, never let me go until you use me. Use me. When you do, I know you'll always choose me. Let me know that I'm the one for you.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
Never let me go.
It had to be used. It had to be used. I hunted around and finally found the one I would choose. Sometimes it's abused, but always it's used. So fun to peruse, the one that we choose. It had to be used.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
I'm used everywhere, man, I'm used everywhere. Across the desert's bare, man, up in the mountain air. People all declare, man, I'm used everywhere. I'm used in Brighton, Clarkson, Stapleton, Tulsa, Pendleton, Madison, Denison, Alamosa, Hot Springs, Rock Springs, Soda Springs, Pocatello, Fargo, Pueblo, Provo, Walla Walla, Sioux City, Rapid City, Junction City, Moose Lake, Crater Lake, Devil's Lake, Salt Lake, for Pete's sake, I'm used everywhere.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
Now you might not live in a beautiful place, and you're not always used with grace, and nature didn't give you such a beautiful face. But baby, you got what it takes. You're what I choose. You got what it takes, and you're the one I use. One You got what it takes for me.
It's the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
It's the one that gets picked up, looked up, thumbed on, drummed on, taped up, scraped up, grabbed that, jabbed that. It's the one that gets thumbed through, flipped through, plopped down, dropped down, written on, bidden on, used a lot, choose the lot. Or take a look, man, upon this book, man. Cause it's the one that gets used.
U.S. West Direct. When you use the U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages, you can accomplish almost anything.
Yeah, we're taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. Taking care of business, it's alright. Taking care of business, working overtime, work out.
When there's work to be done, this is the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct. When you use the U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages, wonderful things can happen.
Imagine me and you and me. No matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me. So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life.
To plan a small get-together or a lifetime together, this is the one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
Why are you going to use the U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages? Because you need things right now. And where will you find things? Where smart shoppers find things, right here. Just look at your choices. What brand do you want? What size? Who sells it and when are they open? How close are they? Wait a minute. What about delivery? What if you want to use U.S. West Direct to find the nearest accordion teacher at 2 a.m. in your flannels? Whatever. It's where to buy. U.S. West Direct. So, let's say you own a business. How can the U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages help? Because businesses don't come with customers, you gotta go get them. So that's why advertising was invented. Now, ideally, your ad should be in every home and business in the city, in a place customers look the most, in U.S. West Direct. Think of all those people looking at your ad, and 4 out of 5 of them happen to be ready to buy. Right now, money practically burning a hole in their pockets. Beautiful. It's where to sell. U.S. West Direct. Okay, ready? You want to buy something. Here's how to find it. The U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages. Or maybe you're in business. Good. Here's how you sell things. Let's clarify. You're a buyer again and there's something you want. No, really want. Where do you look? Whoa, fast learner. Now, being that this is, in fact, the great U.S. of A., if you want to buy something, bet the farm somebody wants to sell it to you. And how do you find each other? Amazing. Where to buy, where to sell. U.S. West Direct. Ho, ho, so you've made your list. Checked it twice. Now check the dependable U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages. How else will you find it all? Dashing all over town? No time. Digging through a sack full of catalogs? No thanks. You need to know where to buy it, where to wrap it, how to get it there, how to get it for less. And oh yeah, how am I going to pay for all this? With U.S. West Direct, you can even shop when the weather outside is frightful. Keep the reindeer in the barn. Here's all the holiday help you need. It's where to buy. U.S. West Direct. Hold the phone! Why is one more number in the U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages causing such a hullabaloo? It's the number for U.S. West Easy Source. Now one free call gets you information on weather conditions, market conditions, the condition of your favorite team. With the same call, you can learn the difference between a ROM and a RAM, about labor laws or labor pains. Got questions? So call already. It's all in here. Easy Source from U.S. West.
When I agreed to this motherhood thing, nobody told me I'd be doing everything in triplicate. Around here, nothing's quick or easy, except for my U.S. West Direct Yellow Pages. It's got an index in the back to find the right headings. And when I need something right away, like an ear doctor, it's got these specialty guides. I use my Yellow Pages all the time now. It's quick, it's easy.
Daddy's home!
And it's there when you need it.
The one that gets used. U.S. West Direct.
There I was, making the most of my youth before it's gone.
and then wants Mom, saying I need a tux for some dorky party. Then she whips out the US West Direct Yellow Pages and goes, I use this to find everything I want. End of lecture. Then Mom, the cyber shopper, took over, and I knew I'd get busted in something lame. But we found a tuck shop that had some kickin' stuff. And it looked like that guy in the movies. The guy who gets the girl. Maybe shopping's not so bad.
It's the one that gets used. US West Direct.
From the day I opened my business, it was the best in town.
These frames are you.
Only nobody knew it but me. Now, I had to get my name out there and be seen, so I called a US West Direct consultant about a Yellow Pages ad. Now, how else could I reach almost every home and every company every day? Well, thanks to the Yellow Pages, my new business just took off. Well, next year, I'm getting an even bigger ad, especially considering my clientele.
It's the one that gets used. US West Direct.
My portraits have been shown around the world, inside of passports. Unfortunately, it was the only work I could get, no matter what I tried. Then I put an ad in the US West Direct Yellow Pages. My consultant showed me how to get customers right when they're ready to buy. That ad paid for itself in no time. I was getting more jobs, better jobs. I really appreciate what the Yellow Pages has done for my business.
You ready?
Some days more than others.
It's the one that gets used. US West Direct.
I used to be energetically challenged. Then help arrived. The redesigned US West Direct Yellow Pages. It's so quick and easy to use, even I can find stuff to do. Area attractions, recreation, the performing arts. They also thought of other ways to make finding things easier, including maps that are so good, I only actually got lost once.
No wonder it's the one that gets used. US West Direct.
It's like my dad's going through this phase.
Hey, there really are 4 parts to a plumbing system.
He found Q&A in the redesigned US West Direct Yellow Pages. With a phone call, Dad can find, whatever.
Black transmission fluid spells trouble.
Q&A's got hundreds of free recorded messages. Q&A is really cool, but in some hands,
Hey, hon! Acne's caused by overactive glands.
it can be a dangerous thing.
No wonder it's the one that gets used. US West Direct.
Attention Yellow Pages users. The book delivered to your doorstep may look like a new US West Direct Yellow Pages, but it's not. In fact, you may not even find ads for the businesses you normally use in it. See, there's only one Yellow Pages that has more ads and more information, and it's already in your house. Make sure you use the one that says the Yellow Pages from US West Direct.
Honey?
Yeah?
Bring me the US West Yellow Pages. We need some home office furniture.
No, let me find a fax machine first.
What about a CPA?
What about business cards?
What about a water cooler?
Whatever you're looking for,
What about a hot tub?
start your search with the US West Direct Yellow Pages. Hey, there's more in here than you think.
Let me call to get shots for the dog first.
Good idea.
US West Direct. It's the one that gets used.
Funny, it was here a minute ago. Honey, we have to get a computer.
But where do we find all the stuff we need to get? I wouldn't even know where to start looking. I don't want to drive around all day. I mean, it's not like it's right under our noses or anything.
The real trick to shopping is knowing where to start. The Yellow Pages from US West Direct. It's the one that gets used.
I know. Let's look in the Yellow Pages.
Introducing the new Yellow Pages from US West. Dex, your directory expert. And you'll be amazed at what it can do. You'll look at the Yellow Pages in a whole new way. But one thing will remain the same. It'll be the one you use. US West Dex, your directory expert. Meet US West Dex, your directory expert. With more ways to find what you're looking for, Dex is like having a personal assistant.
Hello, may I help you?
Who can make your dollars go further. Your choice of restaurants easier. your computer more user-friendly. And nobody knows your town better. Why doodle around with other directories? US West Dex, your directory expert. It's one of the most useful tools you can own, with the right features to help you nail down just the information you need. US West Dex, your directory expert. Millions of people find exactly what they need by looking in here. Or here. USWestDex.com. The directory you trust is on the internet. US West Dex, your directory expert. There's a lot of ways to get around your local area, but the best is the US West Dex Community Directory. Its convenient size and section tabs help streamline the trip. US West Dex, your directory expert. When you're in the dark and need information, it's a very welcomed site. Designed to help guide you exactly where you want to go. US West Dex, your directory expert. Whether you search the whole city, just your local area, or the nation, find just the right information quicker and easier with the family of directories from US West Dex, your directory expert. Whether you aim for the whole city, just your local area, or the nation, you'll hit right on the information you need with the family of directories from US West Dex, your directory expert. No matter how much noise other Yellow Pages make about what they can offer, it can't come close to what you've already got. The right features, the most information. US West Dex, your directory expert. When you're in the dark and need information, it's a very welcomed site. Designed to help guide you exactly where you want to go. US West Dex, your directory expert.
Who's gonna be there for you? Who's gonna help you find it? Who's gonna be the one you turn to when you're in doubt? It's to you I turn to when I need to learn to where to go in my hometown. Where to go in my home, I turn to you. Who's gonna be there for you? Who's gonna help you find it? Who's gonna be the one you turn to when you're in doubt? It's to you I turn to when I need to learn to where to go in my hometown. Where to go in my home, I turn to you. Who's gonna be there for you? Who's gonna help you find it? Who's gonna be the one you turn to when you're in doubt? It's to you I turn to when I need to learn to where to go in my hometown. Where to go in my home, I turn to you.
I feel so cramped in here, I can't stand it anymore.
He's right there. He's always doing that. Let's move.
Let's.
Need help? You can find it with uswestdex.com. Search for businesses, linked related topics, even personalized decks to get useful info.
We're out of here.
Hey, keep in touch.
US West Dex is now Quest Dex.
No, isn't this better?
Raj.
With the latest information we've uncovered, I'm more convinced than ever that aliens can, in fact, be found right here in this sector. Ready? Let's go!
From the ordinary to the out of this world, you can find it with questdex.com. Search from where you want, get maps, even link to their site.
Greetings, shoppers.
Direct-Dex. Search no more.
She's beautiful. It's a man.
Sunny again. I miss Scotland. Aye. I want some haggis.
You can't get real haggis in America.
Those juicy entrails and sheep bits.
Stop it now.
Mushed with oatmeal in a nice sheep stomach.
Oh, you cruel woman.
Well, now, there's only one place to go.
From the ordinary to the unusual, Direct-Dex can help you find it. Direct-Dex. Search no more.
A wee bit of rain would be nice.